You know, same dynamic. Nah, that's not. Um, what I like the most about it, I don't even know, man. Cause be honest, it's like okay, it's like it feel like it's like one of your babies. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. When I moved here in '94, it wasn't like the art scene it is today. You know what I'm saying? So we had to constantly, my peers, people that I know growing up, like people like W, and Lloyd Yada, and Dan, and Tukey Carter, and it was just a Fahamu, um, it was in Flux and Goldie, and it was like a whole bunch of artists at this time just doing shows constantly, consistently. So you created art scene with your friends. You know what I'm saying? The way I feel about it now is seeing it evolve now. Because back then it was the same people doing the same shows all the time. Now I just did an anniversary show. I got 130 some artists. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we couldn't do that before. So it's just growing big and it's opening up doors and opportunity and shining a light on Atlanta. So I'm very proud of what I'm seeing every day. You know, I'm a perfectionist though, so I think it's not perfect, but I believe I believe if this young generation take it serious on the business side, man, in the next 10 years, it's going to be a lot of it's going to be a complete industry. It's not just going to be a scene, it's going to be an industry. And that's what I want to see happen. And I want to see the artists control this industry and make all the money from this industry. It would be Charles White. He was a teacher, one thing. It seemed like he was pretty humble and he was passionate. I love a passionate person who's passionate about something. And he was real passionate about educating, and he was always calling himself the last romantic. You know, he was like, did romantic, he loved love. And he wanted to capture love and the experience of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people overlooked his art because, considered he was doing images of black people. And a lot of times people overlook it because of the subject matter was black. Oh, he do black art. When he was just doing, it wasn't really black art. He was capturing an emotional feeling or experience between something and something. The man and a woman, he was expressing this feeling between that passion between these two people, the mother and the child, the father and his child, you know. So I think I would just love to be a student under him and study as much as I could from him because he seemed to master, no matter what medium he put it in, he captured some kind of feeling that every single picture when I look at it, I can feel some deep in me. I don't know why. I mean, the offers I have gotten, it was more, if I turned them down, was more of I feel like my soul is gonna be selling my soul a little bit. Now, as a business person, you are gonna sell your soul a little bit. There's no way around that. I used to be naive and think it wasn't be like that. Business will shape and mold you and taint you and jade you and everything. You know what I'm saying? But um, I was in decisions where I could have completely changed the lives of a lot of people, but and myself at that. It would have been a lot of money, but at the same time, um, it could have destroyed everything that I worked my whole life for. You know what I'm saying? I had to turn down a lot of stuff, and a lot of money just because I didn't want to sell out people I love. You know what? Nothing strange no more. Maybe I've been tattooing for 25 years. Nothing really strange to me anymore. Um, I think it's pretty strange when people try to get, well, people don't really do it no more because I ain't did it no more. But people used to get like their boyfriend, girlfriend's names tattooed on them. Yeah, yeah. And every single one that I ever did, I had to cover up. Every single 100% of them. So I don't do them, period. I haven't done none in at least 15 years. But every single one that I did before that, I had to cover up, or they not together no more. I say maybe it's just me, or maybe I'm jinxing people. So I might be the strange one. I don't know because as soon as I did it, they broke up. You know, or maybe they was doing that because they was insecure in their relationships and they had to do it to feel like they belong to each other. To reinforce it. You know, to make the other one feel confident, like that's my man, that's my woman. You know, I don't know. You know, it's cool to get some matching tattoos. Yeah.
It's probably I got this piece on my back, like on my ribs, kind of back. It's a piece dedicated to my father. My best friend did Tuki. He did it for me, and this is dedicated to my dad. Some brass knuckles and a knife. It's hardcore, you know what I'm saying? But it's my dad, you know. So it's like that. Game of Thrones is probably one of the greatest things ever created. And, but I'm a big HBO fanatic, so I don't like to say it's gotta be my favorite forever. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to think The Wire is the greatest series of all time. But you can't compare The Wire and Game of Thrones. So I can't say I got a super favorite because The Wire is amazing. And the Game of Thrones is just brilliant, beautifully shot. You know what I'm saying? Just genius. So think about this at 17. Think about this. Think about all the friends is not doing anything now, right? And you stay focused. I'm 42 years old. Every single human being that I know personally that grew up that was focused at your age are successful now. And every single body that was going out and doing all this stuff while you sitting around working and mastering your craft, all of them singles, either they working for somebody in a job they hate, or they live in a marriage they don't like, or they on drugs, or they just sad. You know what I'm saying? They just not like in a good place.
So, you know, like think about that. I remember a friend of mine, man. He's like in Hollywood now. But I remember seeing him in high school when everybody was going to the party, everybody was doing that. He would just focus on acting, to be mastering his craft and practicing. And now he's great. He was in Denzel Washington's Fences with on the play, not the movie. And he's on like Gotham, and he on Underground. Really doing great now. Be original. That's the number one thing. Study the master, but be original. And if you take any inspiration from a master that you was inspired by, give the credit to that person, so you don't look like you're a biter. You know what I'm saying? I think this generation forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear rappers sound like another rapper, but then in my generation, it's called biting. I mean, that's the worst thing you're doing. You just copying this person. I'm saying to like any young person that's coming out doing anything, especially visual art, be original. Be original.